I'd always taken pride in my property. It was the dream home I worked my whole life for, tucked away in a peaceful neighborhood. But then, everything turned upside down when the HOA decided to hit me with a $100,000 fine for something they claimed was a violation of community guidelines. I couldn't believe it. I had followed every rule to the letter. My lawn was pristine, the fence perfectly aligned with the others, and I had never once made any alterations to my property without prior approval. But the fine came, seemingly out of nowhere. No explanation, no warning, just a demand for an insane amount of money. As if that wasn't bad enough, I started noticing something strange happening around the neighborhood. The construction had begun on multiple new houses on land that I thought was mine. These weren't just small renovations. We're talking about 9 illegal houses being built on my property, a land that I had paid for, maintained, and thought was secure. It turns out the HOA, the very same people who had just handed me that outrageous fine, were the ones who authorized the construction of these homes. They'd sold parts of my land without my consent, promising to clear up the paperwork later. Of course, I never received any communication or approval regarding this. When I confronted the HOA, they were completely dismissive, claiming they had misinterpreted the land boundaries. But the damage was already done. These homes were being constructed right on what I thought was my land, and the HOA had been profiting off of it without so much as a phone call to me. With nowhere left to turn, I sought legal action. I was ready to take down the HOA that had not only fine-bombed me for no reason, but also blatantly disregarded my property rights for their own gain. The fight wasn't easy, but the more I dug, the more I uncovered. The HOA had been making shady deals behind the backs of the homeowners, and they thought I wouldn't notice. That $100K fine? It was just a distraction, a way to silence me while they took what was mine. Now I was fighting for not just my land, but also for my rights.